Good evening, my dear students. I am Mrs. Parvati, PGT Physics, Holy Hearts Educational Academy, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Today I am here with the topic Applications of Biot-Savart's Law. Second application, the magnetic field induced at a point on the axial line of circular coil carrying current. What do you mean by axial line? This is a circular coil. This is called axial line. Passing through center like this. On the axial line, take a point P here, and what is the magnetic field induced here? That because of this current flowing through the coil, we are going to calculate. Right? So for that, I will show you the diagram. Consider the coil, and now you got it, na? This is axial line. And the axial line of a dipole. Dipole, no, of course it is a dipole. At the end I will tell you. It is a circular coil carrying current on the axial line of the magnet here. Like this. Magnetic. We are going to find out. I kept this coil perpendicular to the plane of the paper. That is why this dashed line, dotted line I have drawn like this. From the center, let the point P is at a distance x which is constant. It's not varying. Consider a small element dl here and dl here. Current is moving like this. So it is like this, arrows here, dl. And point P and C dl length is at a distance r under root of a square plus x square by using Pythagoras theorem. R square is equal to a square plus x square. Since this line OP is a perpendicular bisector, the angle made by here and here, PC and PD are equal, that is phi angle. Okay. Because of the C here, what is the magnetic field induced? See, magnetic field induced, it is invert like this. According to right hand thumb rule, we are getting this. This dB is the magnetic field induced. It is a vector quantity. This can be resolved into two components. One is dB sin phi and dB cos phi. If this is phi, this is also phi. Mathematics I need not explain to you. You know it very well. Okay. So dB sin phi and dB cos phi. And then what happens here? The same element opposite direction we are getting here. Current carrying in opposite direction. Point D here. DL is the same length here. It is also at a distance r square is equal to a square plus x square. But this time the field is outward, perpendicular to the plane of the paper, dotted. I already told you dotted means perpendicular plane of the paper. This dB dash can be resolved into two components. One is dB dash sin phi and dB dash cos phi. Right? But phi angle is same here. These two vectors are equal and opposite. Let us prove it. What is the value of dB? Can you calculate? We know from Biot-Savart's law, we know that the value of dB is given by mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin 90 by r square. Why 90 degrees? Again, that point P is very, very far away from DL. Got it? The angle between DL and the point P, this distance is 90 degrees R. So, very far away. I will show you diagrammatically. Just see here. If this is a coil placed like this and DL element is here, point P is here. See, this is the distance. Almost all it is perpendicular because the point P is very far away from the ring, from the coil here. So, that is the reason we are taking theta is 90 degrees. So, here theta is 90 degrees. Ideal sin 90 by r square. What is the value of r? A square plus r square, a square plus x square. Let us find out what is the value of dB dash. dB dash is given by same value you are getting here. You know why? Because the distance is same here. Magnitude I am talking about, not the direction. Okay. So the magnitude of dB and dB dash are equal. So dB cos phi and dB dash cos phi are two vectors equal and opposite. So they cancel each other. So which components are left? Only sine components. dB sin phi components only left here along px direction. The resultant field is along px direction only. The cos components are getting cancelled. Okay. So I would like to explain here. This is C and D, only 2 points we have taken. What is the other point? From here to here, from here to here, all points if you take, it will just gives you a cone shape. How can you say that it is cone shape here? If I take, I'll show you. Yeah, this is circular coil carrying current. I placed it like this. Circular coil carrying current, and this is the this is a circular coil carrying current. All distances are very variable here. R distance is variable, not X. R distance is variable here, right? So then all, what you can call it as, every field line, you can take it as this is the circular coil ring here. Understood? This pen is nothing but all sine components are coming out. Very thick it is. Able to see? Okay. And these 2 points, opposite points here, these are all what here? R values, variables here. Finally, these are all dB sin phi. Where are dB cos phi? dB cos phi components will be like this, like chakka, wheel here. This is the wheel. I'll show you the wheel, like this, the wheel. All are like this. This is all these values. Okay. So then what will happen? The total field, all the cos phi components will get cancelled. It forms a circle, cos phi components. One is perpendicular to here and here, cancelling, here and here cancelling, here and here cancelling. All cos phi components will get cancelled. Only sin phi components are left. These sin phi components, if you integrate it, we will get the total field induced due to the coil carrying current on the axial line of a circular coil carrying current here. So integrate it here, dB sin phi. What is the value of dB dash or dB? One and the same. Just now it said here, mu naught by 4 pi IDL by I square plus X square into sin phi. What is the value of sin phi in triangle OCP? OCP. What is the sin theta? Sin phi is given by perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? A upon hypotenuse is under root of A square plus X square. That only we have substituted here. So we got A by A square plus X square to the power of half, and all the values are constant. What are they? Mu naught I into A upon 4 pi A square plus X square, 3 by 2 to the power. Why? Because this is 1 plus half, that is 3 by 2 here. Into DL. You know what is the value of DL? DL1 plus DL2, all DL is nothing but perimeter, circumference of the circle, which is equal to 2 pi A, we are writing here. Okay, so then after that B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi n I A square upon A square plus A square to the power. N, from where did you get N? If the coil has got N number of turns, then we get the total field how much? Into N. So I would like to show you the diagram. See, like this. Single coil and number of coils here, like this. Okay, so the number of turns are more, that is N also, then into N we are getting here. So we got mu naught by 4 pi IA upon A square plus X square, into A upon this one. So we got this here. Integral DL means 2 pi A into N. This is the expression for B due to a circular coil carrying current on the axial line of a circular coil carrying current here. And the different cases also we can discuss. You know, magnetic dipole moment is nothing but area into current carrying by the N number of turns. N into I into A is nothing but magnetic dipole moment. Unit is ampere meter square. Right? So first case is if the P lies at the center of the coil, X is 0. X is 0, then we will ignore the value of X here, 0 here. We got the answer mu naught by 4 pi, 2 pi Ni by A. Right? And second case, if P lies far away from the coil, far away, very far away, then X is greater than A, then we ignore A in the denominator, we will get here mu naught by 4 pi into, pi A square means area of the coil, and N into I into A is magnetic moment. So we got, what is magnetic moment? Magnetic moment, dipole moment or magnetic moment of a magnet is nothing but number of turns of the coil into current carrying by the coil into area of cross section. In that way we define. So magnetic moment here, mu naught by 4 pi 2m by x cube. If you simplify from this point to this point, we are getting this. Because we are ignoring the value of A. X raised to 2 into 3 by 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. X cube we will get here. IA square. What is pi A square? Capital A. N into I into capital A is M. So we are getting 2m by x cube. Do you remember after seeing this expression? Yes, definitely. We have done in lesson number 1. The electric field intensity at a point on the axial line of a dipole is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube. There 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, here mu naught by 4 pi. There electric dipole moment and here magnetic dipole moment. It resembles that equation here, okay, in this way. And the third case is when P lies on the axis of the coil, then X is equal to A. We are getting this formula mu naught by 4 pi 2 pi Ni upon 2 raised to 3 by 2 into A here. If you want to plot a graph between the B at different points from center to the point P, we are getting this the curve here. At the center, the field is maximum. You know that mu naught I by 2 pi r. We got it. Okay. First application of the Biot-Savart's law. It will give you first application of the Biot-Savart's law. Center is maximum. Then as you move from inside to outside like this, the variables are there here. I told you when a circular coil carrying current behaves like a magnet and it has got magnetic moment, it has got 2 poles. How do you locate the poles? By using clock rule. If you observe from this side, if the current is flowing in the anti-clockwise direction, this side will act as a north pole. If I see from this side, if the current is flowing in the clockwise direction, then it will act as a south pole here. It is a reminder we have done in the last episode also here. So in this way children, it is very important derivation. Please go through it here, all these things here. Okay. See you. Bye bye.